Alright, hello. I'm resurrecting my dead YouTube channel. And there's only really one specific reason why, and it's because I have experienced quite possibly the worst game. I probably experienced the worst player in a game of League I've ever played. I play this game a lot. I'm not very good, so like, I'm not really in the position to be flaming, but I think once you see it, you'll understand how bad this was. A quick intro for people who don't know how to play a game of League of Legends. Basically, what you do is you need to take these towers and then take the enemy base, and you do it by walking the minions, who are just these like creeps. They're like in-game creatures that walk down the lanes, and you have to walk them in so they can take the towers. So that's it's a real simple game, and there are 5 main positions. So there's top lane, right? So in this case, it was this guy, and they exist in the top lane. Very, very obvious. We have our jungler, who exists in the jungle, which is the space in between the lanes. And you have mid lane, who, you know, is in the mid lane. And the final 2 roles actually are a duo bot lane, which is bot lane carry and bot lane support. So I play bot lane carry. You don't necessarily carry every game. It just means that generally you play marksmans or something like that. But when you do, you know, when you're in a duo lane, sometimes you just end up with, you know, a teammate that's not very good. In this case, Be Happy Not Sad may be the worst player I've ever had the inconvenience to play with. He ran me down, basically. I mean, I have never been more upset. This is actually the 2nd time I've recorded this because of how upset I was at this dude. I played this game probably an hour ago, and I'm still thinking about it. But a key point, really, I guess, is maybe I'll even rewind it, is this game starts with an invade. So the enemy bot lane jungler come and take our jungle creep, which is just a guy in the jungle. It's just farm. It just gives golden XP for the jungler. So they come and take it. This is kind of common. So they're going to be late to the lane. So they're coming in behind us. Our job is to push the lane, and you know, once I've identified that they're behind us, it's maybe like time to, we want to play a little safe here. So we want to avoid getting caught. But so what's the first thing? So my support's playing Brand. Brand is a long-range mage champion. The first thing he does is he actually walks directly full speed at them, gets caught, and then dies. There's no reason for this play. Realistically, he needs to be parallel with where I'm standing, which is behind our wave. We don't win this fight. We just simply don't. I'm not going to explain to you why it's like a champion thing, but you see, we're parallel here, and I'm walking backwards, and he's walking forwards, and like, that's just it. He just gets hooked. He runs into their wave and dies, and I can't help him in the slightest. Which is, you know, it's whatever. It's fine. That was mistake number 1. I'm actually getting chased because, as we mentioned, the enemy jungler is in our side, so they chase me. And I actually end up escaping here. Oh, what was that blue orb? Okay, it doesn't really matter. I'll show you later. But that was me. I escaped. I made it out alive. Very nice. You know, didn't give him a double kill. Let's watch. I want you to focus on the blue orb that flew by. So as you notice, you know, I flash over. I get... What is the blue orb, you may think? Well, if you've never played this game, this blue orb is new. It's the teleport insignia. Someone's teleporting. I guess it's time to watch Brand's point of view. Brand dies, and respawns. You'll see him eventually. And the first thing he does is he teleports. Where does he teleport to? Okay. Past me, past the people. Oh, to the minion wave. Now, if you've noticed, there are no red minions here, meaning that this wave is going to hit the tower and, you know, just kind of do a little bit of damage to the tower. So what is he doing? Like, really, this is the most baffling play I've ever seen. And of course, what happens? The 3 people that were behind him, of course, run up behind him and kill him with literally no issue. This dude has died twice in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. The minions don't spawn until minute 1.5. So he's basically died twice in 1 minute. Sometimes you don't die. You die 1 time a game sometimes. Like good players, you know? This dude literally burned his teleport, which is a 5-minute cooldown. Or sorry, yeah, I don't even know, a 300-second cooldown. 5 minutes. He can teleport once every 5 minutes, and he uses it to run under tower, do 200 tower damage, or 270, and die. He just gifts them 300 gold. He dies for fucking no reason. You know what I mean? Like, this is insane. Like, one of the worst plays I have ever seen in my adult life. Like, I just is unfathomably bad. Like, this is a play that I would expect someone who's never played a video game to make. Like, he ran me down, and I think he deserves to be shamed for that. And that's why, if you have a Riot Games account, add him and flame him, because this is disgusting. I cannot believe what he did here. And then to just kind of icing off the cake, let's follow him a little longer. Let's like, his first 5 minutes are some of the worst gameplay of any player I've ever seen. So we're gonna keep it going. Here's my jungler. Here's me. I'm level 2. They're level 2. You generally don't want to fight, and you can hear me signing to retreat. I'm saying don't come, right? Because he's level 1, I'm level 2. They've got all these minions. I need to collect them. I needed to KO them and take their golden XP. And I can't do that if we're fighting. But my guy levels up to level 2, which, you know, very nice. But of course, this dude's level 3 and this dude's level 2. And if you don't know, every single level you gain huge amounts of stats, and the power spike between 2 and 3 is really big. So of course my jungler, he also runs it down, trying to fight 2v1 when I'm not into it. But of course, what is this guy doing? Oh, he's back here. He's collecting the cannon, you know. He's just collecting the cannon. And then, you know, I'm trying to collect the wave, trying to get the minions. I'm doing my best. He gets hooked again and dead. Third time in 3 minutes. He's dying on cooldown, essentially. Some of, like, I have no clue. I end up winning this game. I actually end up doing really well. I end up carrying the game. You know, it's just, like, I'm just lucky that my opponents were, like this guy in particular was just so much worse than he needed to be. But we're going to stop following me and go back to Brand. So what does Brand do after he dies 3 times in my lane? He goes to mid lane. And this is another just brain genius play. He tries to take my mid laner's farm. You know, he's hitting the turret. He's doing his best. Not even doing his best. He's literally just standing in front of the turret hoping someone comes and kills him. Because at this point, it's very clear he's just running it down. He's not even trying to play the game. Just like, this is behavior I would expect out of a toddler or a rock or somebody who maybe is missing an eyeball. Anyway, so he goes and runs it underneath our opponent's tower. Yeah, just gets killed for free. Once again, just dies under our opponent's tower. We'll be following him again another 5 seconds when he respawns, because once again, he's level 3, so his death timer is incredibly short. So he's currently 0-4. Nobody else is even close. As you can see, he's just fed the entire other team. But we'll follow him for a little longer before I cut the video, or maybe even show you the end of it. But it's just like, I can't believe maybe, fellas, is it a little gay to make a whole video to flame another man? Maybe. But like, at the same time, I really need to, I needed to vent my frustration in some way. Like, this guy is just awful. And then, we'll see. This is probably the last play of his I show. So he's hitting the turret, you know, understandable. Have a nice day. What is he? What's his plan? He's level 3. Our opponent's level 6. What's his? Oh, flash. So another. Flash is another 300-second cooldown. He does that. He can do that once every 5 minutes. So mind you, massive cooldown, huge implication. Flash is one of the most important things in League. Wastes it, burns it. He flashes underneath their turret. So now he's taking free turret damage while the opponent just kills him. He trades, which is, I guess, okay. He gets a kill, but once again, 1-5-1 at 6 minutes. He's dying on cooldown. I don't know when the next time he dies. It's not for a while. He ends up just kind of rolling around and kind of just interrupting everyone else's gameplay. But this game ends in kind of a crazy way. Like, not really. I mean, this guy, the top laner ended up getting super fed. The mid laner ended up getting super fed. I ended up being super fed. He's like, just to kind of just talk about the scoreboard here. Maybe what we're looking at. 17, 17, 18, right? These are all of our levels. 15. Dude's multiple levels behind. He ends the game 5, 11, and 5. I actually get another kill here, but I end this game 12, 3, and 10. And I don't really know what to do. Like, I really feel like the worst part, I think actually the worst part about this game was the jungler. I think that our guy, Mr. What's his name? His name is, oh,
Blue team has scored an ace.
where is he? Yes, MVP Godir. This guy spent the entire game defending his honor, saying that he was trying his best and not to flame him, and like, oh, he's, you know, wah, wah, wah. I'd rather have a teammate that was nice than win the game. You know, so this guy also deserves his own little special, like, thought about, like, do you have any sort of competitive spirit? Do you, like, you would rather people be, like, I don't know. Like, I understand it's a game, but you need, like, you have to try to win. And if someone's just throwing, like, it's okay to get upset. Like, I don't know. But yeah, that's what I got going on. Just awful. Just some of the worst gameplay I've ever seen. Ape-like behavior. I think troglodyte. Like, I can't even say meaner things about this guy. There aren't really nicer. Like, there's just whatever the meanest thing you can think of, he deserves. So I don't know. I hope no one watches this video. I hope he sees it though. Just know that I think he's a pile of garbage. Anyway, you all have a good night.